Good morning children and welcome back to our today's English classes. And today we are going to continue with the determiners and we are going to learn further about some different other types of determiners after a small recap. So as we have learned in our previous video, determiners are placed before nouns in a sentence and there can be more than one determiner in a sentence. Okay, and if the sentence doesn't take any determiner, it's said to be the case of a zero determiner. Adjectives are also placed before nouns. Not only the determiners but adjectives are also placed before nouns. And if adjectives and determiners both come in a sentence together, then determiners are placed before the adjectives. So, when you introduce a noun with an adjective, we write the determiner before the adjective for that particular noun. Let's look at some examples to make this point clear. My two best friends are coming at my place. Okay, now here best is the adjective which describes the friends. Okay, and two is the determiner which is a quantifier. Okay, which introduces the noun friends. How many friends? Two friends. So, not only the adjective but we also have a determiner in this sentence. So, the determiner comes before the adjective and if you use an article, then you have to, as a determiner, you have to check whether the adjective begins with a vowel or a consonant sound and not the noun. Here we have to check for the adjective whether we use a or an. So here the friends is the noun which is being introduced. Similarly, in the next sentence, Sumit is an intelligent boy. An is the determiner which is an article and boy is a noun and the adjective intelligent describes the boy. As I told you, here though boy begins with a consonant sound, we don't use a intelligent boy but we use the article an as the adjective intelligent begins with a vowel sound I. Okay, so here an is used before the adjective intelligent. So this we need to be very careful about. So we have previously learnt about the articles. We will now further learn about the other types of determiners, the demonstrative determiners. They are also called demonstrative adjectives and demonstratives tell us how near or far the noun is from the speaker. So, the demonstrative adjectives or the demonstrative determiners are used to tell about the nearness or whether it is far from the speaker. They also tell us whether the noun is singular or plural, means whether the given noun is singular and near or singular or far, plural and near or plural or far. This is what is explained by the demonstrative determiners. Okay, this, that, these and those are the four demonstrative determiners. For example, this bag is expensive. In this example, here this shows that the bag is near and it is singular. These pencils are mine. Here these shows that the pencils are near and there are many pencils, plural, near and plural. So give me that book. That is used, the demonstrative that is used to talk something which is far and singular. Okay, far and singular. Those pencils are short. Here those pencils are far and they are plural. So those is used to introduce far and plural. So the demonstrative determiners tell us about the nearness or whether they are far away or whether they are singular or plural. The possessive next category is the possessive determiners. They tell us about the ownership of a noun, to whom it belongs to. Yes, possession. They tell us to whom or what a noun belongs to. For example, this is our ball, so it belongs to us. Okay, so here R is the determiner, possessive determiner, which introduces the noun ball. Clear? Some of the possessive determiners are my, his, her, its, our, and their. So these are some of the possessive determiners. Next, the interrogative determiners. They are used to ask questions or to form interrogative sentences. Okay, so whenever we have to use questions, question words are used like which, what, and so on. Okay, so here for example, which is used when there is a choice among many things. As an example, see here, which toffee do you like? So here you have got the choice of some toffees, out of which you have to choose. So choice of the toffees is given. When the choice is given to choose, then we use which. Here which is the interrogative determiner which introduces the noun toffee. What is used when there is no choice among many things? And what is your favorite subject? So you have not given the choice. You are asking a question and you have to answer it. Choice is not provided to you while asking the question. Choice of the subjects is not given in this. Okay, so here the determiner, interrogative determiner is what, and the noun is the subject. Next category is the quantifiers. They are the words that describe the quantity without a number of the noun we are talking about, and if we talk about a number, then they are called as numeral adjectives or number adjectives. Okay, they are used with uncountable as well as countable nouns. With both you can use quantifiers. Okay, let's look at some examples. Many, several, few, and a few are used with countable nouns. When you can count them, when you can form plurals of these nouns. And much, a little, and a bit of are used with uncountable nouns. Okay, there are few quantifiers which can be used both with countables as well as with uncountables, and these nouns are, which are common to both countables and uncountables, are any, some, most, a lot of, enough. Okay, so these are some of the quantifiers which can be used both with countable and uncountable nouns. Let's look at some examples of these quantifiers. So what is the difference between a few and few? Okay, there are many balls in the jar, so sometimes not. First when you talk about many, okay, that means it's a large quantity. Okay, there are a few balls in the jar, so there are some balls. It is a positivity. So when we use a few, it shows some positivity, that there are some balls. There are few balls in the jar means almost no. It is a negative. It shows negativity. Okay, so a few and a few. A few is used when there is some, so something is positive, and when it is almost no, negative, we use few. What is the difference between some and any? If yes or no questions are used, some is used when answer is going to be yes, and we use any when the answer is going to be no. Okay, so as we have learnt about the a few and a few, and we have learnt about them as the quantifiers, is it not? So similarly we are going to learn about some and any, which also are used in the positive and negative context. Okay, if yes no questions are used, some is used when answer is going to be yes, and when we use any when the answer is going to be no. For example, I have got, so this is for a yes or no questions. For simple statements like I have got some salt but I haven't got any pepper, in that case any shows a negative statement whereas some shows the positive statement. Okay. Similarly, when we use, like we have used a little and a few and few. Similarly, a little and little are used with uncountables. Few and a few are used with countables, and a little and little are used with uncountables. When we use the word a little, we mean that we have some money. For example, I have a little money left. The picture shows you that some money is left in the purse. When we use the word little, we mean that we have almost no money. You can see that there is no money in the purse. I have little money left, means almost no money. Okay. Now we learn about the distributive determiners. They are used when the nouns are referred individually rather than collectively. So though you show them as collectively, but still you talk about them as individual nouns. Okay. Some of the distributives use a singular noun with, we always use singular noun with these determinants, with distributives. Okay. Some of the distributives are each and every, either and neither, all and none. Okay. And the distributive determinants are also called as the distributive adjectives. Let's look at some examples. Each and every and neither and either. Okay. So each is used when we think of things separately one by one. For example, each picture on the wall looks good. Okay. And every is used to refer more than two persons or things considered. Okay. For example, every line in this poem starts with a capital letter. When you refer to more than two, okay, whether it is persons or things. Okay. Neither is used when you feel that neither of them is not any. Okay. Either of the candidates will be selected is used when you have a choice and one would be true out of the given choice. Here in neither, none of the choice is true. Okay. Hope you have understood all the different kinds of determiners and their use with the examples. Now following the video 1 and 2, complete all the exercises given in your textbook. Thank you children.